Okay guys, our next task, task 2, which should be available on Simon, is to, we're going to start making some logos. Illustrator's really good at logos. JPEG files are not scalable, so what will happen if you zoom in, you'll find out that there's pixelation. So if you create a illustrated version of it, it will be fully scalable. So it means if you zoom in, you get no pixelation. So what we're going to do, first thing we're going to do is create a new illustrated document. Just another A4 is fine. We'll name it later. Okay, grab yourself a copy of this logo. We're going to copy this and we're going to put it into a vector logo. So Control C, just copy it. Control C, get your illustrated document, edit, paste, and just sticks it there. Okay, so what we're going to attempt to do is to recreate this using this JPEG file. Okay, I'll just show you. If you zoom in, you notice the pixelation of the edges. Okay, we want to get rid of that. Okay, so let's start with this one. This is nice and big, so see if I can move this over a bit. Here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to make one diamond, red diamond, and we're going to copy it, and we're going to make, so to keep it even, they're all going to be exactly the same. We're going to copy it and rotate it at the same time. So we're going to use, first of all, this rectangle tool. By the way, there's a couple of ways you can do this. I'm going to use the rectangle tool over here. So click on that, and all we're going to do is we're going to start down here somewhere and just make a rectangle. It doesn't matter how big it is. You'll notice it's white and it's got no strokes. So what we're going to do, so we can help ourselves see it, we're going to make the fill, which is this left one, no fill, so you can see through it. And the stroke is we're going to make it yellow so we can see what we're doing. Okay, so we've got this square. So using the direct selection tool, which is that lower one there, I click on that, and you need to click on each point and drag it to where you want it. Okay, so we're going to make this square into a diamond. Okay, and just finish them all up. And we've got a diamond there. Okay, if you can't quite get onto the edges there, it doesn't matter. There's a couple of things. If you click on it, you can use the arrow keys again if you want to nudge it a little bit. Maybe not so much. We don't really need it so much in this case, but you can move things a bit more delicately using the arrow keys. All right, so we've got our diamond. It's in yellow. So now would be a good time to let's move away our drawing. So use the selection tool to drag our original picture away, which will leave us with this single diamond we've got here. So it's a good time now to color that in. So let's click on that. So let's make that no stroke. We don't want an outline. There's no outline on this. And we'll make the fill the red. Okay, actually I'll show you something here which could be useful. This eyedropper tool. So if you've got this shape selected, you click the eyedropper tool here. Okay, say we want to sample that color there. We want it exactly the same as that color. If you click on that, it should sample it. Or it has to be selected for that to work. So that should be exactly the same color. Okay, so we've got our single diamond. All right, what we're going to do now, we're not going to make 3 more. We're going to copy and paste it around a point. Okay, it's called rotation. So using this rotation icon here, it's called the rotate tool. Click on that, and what you need to do is holding down Alt and clicking on the bottom cursor handle here. That's defining our rotation point. So click on that, and I'll bring up this box that says how much do you want to rotate it by. Okay, each of these has been rotated 120 degrees. All right, so just 120. And we're going to copy it. Okay, make sure you press copy. Don't just go OK, otherwise it'll just move it. All right, so we've done one. Okay, let's do it again. All right, so I think we should be able to just go, I want to rotate this again. So still on the rotation tool, hold down Alt and click the point again. Because we've selected this one, so we want to rotate it another 120. So copy. Okay, so we've got our point here. Okay, the advantage of this is it saves time. You're not drawing 3 things and they're exactly the same. They're exact copies of each other. So the other thing you might want to do, you can put a black box around it if you want. You can combine the three things into one. So if you highlight everything using the selection tool, the object, and you can group it so it's one thing. Okay, so you can move it around to wherever you want. Okay, if you wanted to put a black background in, just use the rectangle tool here and simply drag a black rectangle around it. Okay, to come up red. Alright, so let's make it black. And let's, this is sitting on top of the diamonds we did before, so let's rearrange it so it is behind. So arrange, center back, and you've got an exact copy. So what you'll notice now is if you zoom in, there is no pixelation. It's a vector object. Okay, and no matter how close you go to that line, it'll always be a nice straight, even line with no pixels.